I'm back in the kitchen. All right, I'm trying something new. This is called, it's a smoothie. That's not new, but it's called Peachy Perfection. And I'm only going to make half of the recipe because I don't know if I'm going to like it. I hope I do. Anyway, here I have a half a cup of frozen peaches. The recipe calls for 1 cup. I'm using this Cleveland tofu. It's made right here in Cleveland. So I think it's kind of a firm tofu. It doesn't really say, but this is going to add a lot of protein to my smoothie. And you know, if you're plant-based, you're always looking for protein sources. So I'm going to add half a cup of that. Recipe calls for a cup. I'm going to add half a cup of unsweetened almond milk. You can add whatever milk you like. If you do dairy, you can add that. Or you can, I bet this would be good like with oat milk or anything, cashew milk. So I'm going to add half a cup of that. Like I said, recipe calls for a cup. And these are the peaches I'm using. I actually bought 2 bags of these. So it's what my store had. They're non-GMO, verified, naturally gluten-free, of course. And the tofu is also non-GMO. So, and it says this tofu is still made the old-fashioned way, handmade and hand-cut by our tofu master. So that's a nice perk. Now the recipe also calls for 2 tablespoons of agave syrup, but I'm not going to use agave. I'm going to use this whole earth sweetener. It's a combination of stevia and monk fruit, and I really like it because it doesn't have a funky aftertaste. So, but like I said, I'm only making half a recipe, but I am going to put 2 in here. I don't know how sweet these peaches are, and sometimes peaches can be a little bit tart. So that's why I'm only making half a recipe. So anyway, and you know what? I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon to that, I think, if I can find it in here. Hang on, gotta look for my cinnamon. All right, I have this cinnamon grinder, so I'm going to give it a little bit of that. So, because the recipe doesn't call for this, but I think cinnamon would be good in that, and cinnamon is very healthy. So, there we have it. And I'm not going to subject you to my little smoothie maker here. So I'll be back after I get this whirled up in a couple minutes. I hope this is good. I'm not a big smoothie person, but I know I need to get more fruits and vegetables in because I can't eat that much. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so here it is, nice and thick. Can always add a little more milk if you like it a little smoother. I think I would like to add some vanilla to this, but it's very tasty with the cinnamon. So anyway, that's what I'm having for breakfast today. And you can also add some greens, whatever you like. But it is tasty. And by adding the tofu, you get an extra punch of protein in there. So I'll be back later and show you what I had for lunch. Hi friends, I guess I'm on. Da, 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 da. No. Anyway, I just wanted to do a little Little update here on the YouTube comments that were falling into the YouTube abyss. Apparently, they've added something new now because I just got like a little notification thing on the page. And it says you can put a filter on your comments and you can choose comments not yet answered. And I think that's why all those comments that I hadn't answered that were, a week or two or so old, I hadn't answered. And it wasn't because I didn't look, at my comments and things, because I did. But anyway, so check that out on your YouTube channel. At least it comes up on the laptop. I don't know what it does on the phone, but on the laptop, that does come up. And I still have problems answering comments on the phone. So anyway, I did a little grocery shopping this week, like I already said. I picked up some things. I'm in the mood for soup because it's the end of September, and even though it's still warm here, I don't know, it's just there's a fall vibe going, and I'm kind of enjoying that. So while I was shopping, I went to my local Mark's, which is kind of our grocery slash junk store here, and I've found excellent buys there, but the problem is you have to go all the time, which kind of is counterproductive for me because I'm trying to stay out of the stores. But when I do go there, I still go up and down the junk aisles to see what's what. And I pick up a thing or two if I find something useful there. But anyway, I kind of have a thing about nail polish, and I got a new color. It's sort of a brown, and it's supposed to be, it's magnetic nail polish. And it's supposed to give you like a pyramid effect. Well, I don't see that, it just looks like shiny brown polish to me. But for the fall, I really like colors like this. I like the grays and the browns and the wine colors. I like a little bit deeper colors that aren't as bright as the ones I get in the summer. So this one is dark marble, and I have no idea if you could get this on Amazon or something, but it goes on nicely. It has nice coverage. I just put it on, so I don't know how well it's going to stay, but these were 50 cents a piece, so I just couldn't resist that. So I got this dark marble, and it's called Bonita. Never heard of it before. I got that one, and I got this color that's called metallic gray. That's a nice color too. And I like gray because I wear a lot of gray in the winter, and I've always worn a lot of gray. I like to wear the neutrals on the bottom of me, pants, skirts, things like that, and I like colors on the top. So that's always kind of been my thing. And years ago, before gray became a big thing, I was always looking for gray shoes, gray boots, gray purse, gray jacket, you name it. I wanted gray because it's such a nice neutral color and goes with so many things. And then, you get kind of tired of wearing brown and black and navy blue. So I was always looking for gray. So now that gray is readily available, I have, collected over the years several things that are gray that they're classics, so I will keep them. But I do wear gray nail polish in the fall and in the winter because I like it. So then I got this one that's ruby. It's that color. And one more. This one is called garnet, and it's very similar to the ruby. But as you can see, they were 2 for 99 cents. So I thought that was a great deal. So I got 4 nail polishes, which I really didn't need, but it satisfied my shopping addiction. So anyway, today I'm baking bread. I made a smoothie for breakfast because I'm going to try to get more fruits and vegetables in my diet. And I love bread. I love bread. So I'm baking another loaf of bread. And really economically, if you can find a decent bread machine in a resale shop, or if you can afford a new one, that's great too. But every time I go into a resale shop, there are bread machines to be had. So it's a great investment. I make my doughs, a lot of them just on the kneading cycle, and it turns out so much better than just doing it by hand. And besides that, I have arthritis in my hands. You can see here, this one's not as bad, but kneading things and doing a lot of work with my hands, that can become painful after a while. So anyway, and then this weekend we had soup night at the boat, and I'll put a short clip of that in with this video too. And that's all I have for you today. I may do a bonus video later. I want to make some soup or something for fall. I have a taste for something cozy and hearty. So, but we'll see. If not, I'll post one tomorrow. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I'm wishing you abundant blessings, and I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Soup night, and the desserts are pretty much gone. These are some of the soups. Boy, has it cooled off. The wind has really picked up. Everybody's getting their sweatshirts out. More soup, more food. There's a photo bomber dude. More soup, more people, and more boats. It's quite the event. So here we're at Romps Marina. Very full of soup and dessert. And it's pretty gray and cloudy, and the wind has picked up a lot. But it goes with the fall weather. This is not our marina. Guests here. Every fall, marks the end pretty much of boating season. Everybody gathers here at Romps and has soup night. So there they all are, all the boaters winding down. And that's it. Much the boats will be coming out of the water within the next 2 or 3 weeks, and that will be the end of it.